I'm going to have to go. I guess I will let you the race and speak of this next Monster Energy drink flavor. Good night.
Good night. I mean, you don't. You. I don't care.
See you, Virus. Oh, qualifying. 18 minutes.
Yeah, it is permanent qualifying because it's a challenge similar to the GP freeze.
Yeah, forgot about that.
I would recommend you to reduce the max pedal force.
Right, yeah. See if I can find that. Reduce it. It's already on 62%.
Yeah, reduce it. Still, try it out. Try it out with the default, right? Try it out, and you will realize why you reduce it.
Right, yeah.
I increased it, and it's a big mistake. It's super easy to lock up.
Yeah, even with the default, you will lock up when you look the wrong way onto your brake pedal.
Turn this volume up a bit. Surely not. Surely not. It's just because it's cold tyres, surely.
No.
It's not like this all the time, is it? Why is it saying pit for as well? What have we got pit for?
There's no speed limiter.
Oh, I might have got a penalty.
Yeah, I got that.
Rally driver's going to love this. He loves hanging it out. Got no heat in my front tyres at all. Right, what will we do about that front? Dree's just entered.
I agree.
Hi, hello.
Hello. Well done on the Apex skins. They're brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
These tyres don't wear out, do they?
They wear like the tires under the center.
I'm drifting all over the place and it's still at 100%.
Yeah, same here.
Well, for me, they mostly then go down to 99, but yeah.
Right, see if I can do a lap without falling off. Come on.
I am so happy this car has a handbrake.
It does. Oh, I didn't know.
The question is, where would you use it?
Can use it on the grass. Can use it on the track. Oh, didn't want to do that. No, I don't like that.
Hi, Jesse.
Hello, driver.
Hey, Jesse. Next race in 10 seconds. This will be fun. 15-minute race. 2 minutes a lap. What's that,
You
eight
have
laps?
enough fuel.
8 laps.
You use 0.8 liters per lap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the car is like consuming fuel, and you have 19 in the default setup in there. The game says you can drive 30 laps with it.
I'm on the X11, so I have no radar. So give me some room if I am too close.
Well, I don't either. Which colour are you,
Yeah,
Jesse?
but
Are you grey next to me?
you have some VR.
It's me.
It's much better than the radar.
Whereabouts are you, Jesse? Are you 5th or where?
Yep.
Or last? So it's Jan in the grey and it's Licton in the yellow. Who's the green next to Licton?
Yeah, mate.
Sorry about that.
Who was that in the green?
It was me, Gooey.
Oh, no worries, alright. Licton's gone racing ahead, look. Spoke too soon.
I wanted to say probably I will bin it at some point. Oh well, I will catch up to you guys.
No, you definitely will, because I'm going really slow. Oh my god. What the hell?
No!
It's only 20% damage, hopefully.
Yeah, I have slight amount of suspension damage on the front right.
Difficult, these cars, aren't they, to control?
Well, I was managing, but then I crashed my car. So now the suspension's kind of wonky.
Yeah, I need to do a battle.
Yeah, I think the damage is at 50% on the challenge.
50.
I think yes.
Then these cars are fucking robust.
Yeah, me and Licton had a massive come together at the beginning. Right, last lap. Have I got enough fuel?
This fucking hairpin.
Who needs drifting cars when you have a Caterham?
I'm moving this brake bias back as soon as I can.
No, you can't move brake bias in this car.
Yeah, you're gonna the tuning.
No, in the settings, you know, the
No, you
Tuning
can't
menu.
even do it there.
no, the tuning menu. There's a brake thing there.
Yeah, you can swap the brake pads there.
That's what I meant.
Sorry, you have one more lap.
One more lap. I
Sorry,
ain't got enough
Gooey.
fuel for one more lap.
Yeah, that's my
That was kind of my fault, I'm sorry.
I'm running on fumes.
Yeah, I should have stopped. I'm using the new HUD, you know, and I don't have this information about it.
Hi, McLovin! You just missed the race. We are racing in it. For fuck's sake.
Sorry.
Just figured out when you can use your handbrake.
Sorry.
It's alright. Oh, that looked nasty in VR, I tell you. Oh, I can definitely see.
Oh, you lost the wheel!
Definitely got 3 wheels. My Caterham has turned into a Robin Reliant. Right,
I only have.
so I can pick it up. I can reach out and pick it up. Right, here we go. Oh, oh. No, I need my wheel. I'm just going to reach out and get my wheel then. Hold on.
What is it?
It's there. There, I was putting it up next to it. Oh, see, there it is. Just reach down with my hand and pick it up. Except it doesn't feel like a wheel. Is that your horn?
Yeah.
Why have you got a funny horn?
In the tuning menu, you can select a horn, and I've selected
Pigs
the
of
last
Hazard.
one because of the description of it.
Go on, let's hear
Yeah,
it.
that's when I was trying to make the picture for the banner. I tried the different upgrades. You have, for example, the thing I'm using above the front wheels is heavier apparently.
What, the wings?
Yeah.
But maybe more aerodynamic?
No, actually, it says no.
So it's interesting just to read and try some
Yeah.
different stuff.
Yeah,
I
because in the last one of the horns is written like you use something like you can use it when you're a twat.
Yeah, I think that's the one I have, the last one. But you have
Yeah.
the gearbox too, because apparently I was set with a 4 gears gearbox, and I think we have the choice for a 5th gear.
You have a 5-speed gearbox. You
Yeah.
just it is the transition is made that way that you use the 5th gear only for economic reasons. So on racetracks you don't use it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try that
And
close
with the
ratio one.
6-speed gearbox, you use only 5 gears. I've driven the 6-speed, and I think it's a bit slower, especially on on Croft, where the 3rd gear of the 5-speed is just perfect for the first couple of corners.
Good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's many things to try. I think with a differential also we can try different settings. That can be useful.
Yeah, I am at the moment on the open diff.
Yeah, I don't know which is mine. I'm at 30 power and 60.
Then you're on the lock diff,
Okay.
on the LSD, because I have the open diff in.
So yeah, I see we can even increase the final ratio of the gearbox. Well, maybe as not a turn we need that. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, the car's too slow for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure there is any really settings to try. Maybe the roll bars and stuff like that. But
Yeah, ride height is another thing. Ride height you can change the caster, and you can change tire pressure and camber. And of course, the brake pressure. The thing that you want immediately to reduce.
yeah, amazingly, yes. I would prefer to change the brake bias, but yeah, we have no other choice.
You can change the pads to achieve that.
But fortunately, I can say at least that with a load cell, it's a lot easier to deal with the default pedal force.
Yeah, I mean, for me it isn't. So I just
Yeah.
dropped it to 50%, down from 55, and that works.
Ah,
It's probably the right call, even with a load cell. But at least you know that probably the first time I can feel the difference between load cell and without a load cell. At least I can deal with that default pedal force. But even with a load cell, I would prefer less pedal force. Anyway.
Yeah, it allows you to have a bit more range of operation.
Yeah. I can't hear you, McLovin. Don't know for the others.
I haven't heard him. Nothing. We hear nothing from you. You're just
I heard a little
silence.
tiny bit there, whoever it was. Who's that?
It would be McLovin. Could be that he's just basically with no volume.
Go on, try again, McLovin. I can hear a little buzz and a little tiny voice in the background, but there's obviously something going on.
Yeah, it's like your mic is not correctly plugged in. Oh, you can have a driver with a helmet but no gloves.
Yeah, I
Look
just
at you.
chose that. So about this standard open diff.
No, barely.
The other differential is the one you can customize.
Yeah, and the other differential that is actually a locking diff. And oh yeah, when exiting the pit lane, do not forget to brake. And you need to brake early to get through that turn. And I had the first time when I drove through it, the barrier ate my car.
Oops. Imagine that in real life. You pay. But I don't know which one is the correct pitch road exit, you know? If it's the first one or the second one.
I can really not really hear you, Jesse.
Sorry. I was just wondering what is the correct pit lane exit, you know, the first one or the second one?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. In a race, I would prefer the drivers to use the second one. It seems more safe. For us, of course, we don't mind, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to go now, so I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Okay, thank
see
you.
you.
He's been doing some good work on our skins. He's got some Apex skins done now as well.
I can do amazing skins, yeah. car looks so small on the track. On the replay, it's amazing.
It is a small car, isn't it? Ooh.
Can you now talk, McLovin?
Hello.
Hi!
Yeah, it's working.
There we go. Yeah, what I was saying was, how does this format work? So I've never done it before.
So as long as there's 3 people in the race at the end of qualifying, then it will go into a race. Then whoever wins the end of the race, I think the top 3 gets points, and those points accumulate.
Everyone gets points.
As the condition you finish the race. If you DNF, you have no point.
So everyone gets points, do they? All the way down to
Yeah.
like 20th place.
The points is depends on the number of people on the grid. You know.
Oh, okay. So whoever's last gets 1 point and goes up from there, I suppose.
But the only
So if you
condition-
come first in a big pack, then you're going to get more points if you come first in a small pack.
Absolutely. That's what I proudly call the Sim Racing GP scoring system.
No, that's good.
Does that mean the person that does like the most races though will get the most points and then win?
Not necessarily, because if you make only race with 3 people, you will never score more than 3 points. But if one guy makes just one race with 20 people and he wins it, he can score 20 points.
Ah, okay. And then how does the hot lapping bit work? Like, are they recorded during qualifying?
Yeah, the hot laps, it's only during qualifying, never the race. That's because in the race the track rubber evolves. And
Okay, cool.
it evolves quickly, I mean.
Have you signed up as well? That's the other thing. You've got to be signed up for the
Oh,
challenge.
Yeah. You need to
Yeah,
sign
I've
up.
signed up.
Just
And
checking.
like I said, if you DNF, you score no point. That's important because of the damage is higher than usual. That's in hope people will keep it clean at turn 1, you know.
What will happen if you DNF? What will happen?
If you DNF, you have no point.
Okay, you don't lose points.
No, you never lose points. I could do that. That could be a thing, but that would be more like a penalty, you know. So it's not really how it should work, I think.
Nearly forgot the speed limit in the pit. But I think it's about 67 anyway.
62. I forgot it, and I've got to stop go now.
It's 100. It tells you when you start racing.
Yeah, it is 100k, but you need to think those two are Britons, so
Oh, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not freedom units for them. What do you call these units?
Miles per hour.
miles.
Yeah, but that's imperial units, right?
That's right.
Yeah, it's imperial units, and the other ones are metric.
And freedom units for the USA.
Freedom units, I like that phrase, it's good.
Yeah, I like it too.
I've got my diff settings a bit better.
So you're using the LSD.
Too right. It's got to shave off 8 seconds now.
"12 seconds."
Oh yeah, 12 seconds. My maths ain't so good.
That's
The-
because you don't use the correct units.
Yeah, it's imperial seconds, that is.
Yeah.
You don't take any of these pesky French units.
Don't start this. Well, how can I get more heat in my front tyres? I don't seem to have much grip in them.
Maybe reduce the tire pressure.
Yeah, I've just done that a little bit, but I don't know. Affects the balance of the car though.
If you think the car's a bit unbalanced, you can. It's recommended to just move the right head around. Private qualifying irritates my spotter.
Yeah. The same with the radar.
Is this private qualifying?
Yeah, it's better because if someone joins, normally you don't have that little, you know, that little freeze. that
Lag
sometimes
spike
you
thing,
have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have thought that.
Well, that's my experience. I'm not sure it's true, but you know.
It is there.
Yeah. And there is also the fact that you know, the guys in Outlap or in-lap will not be a problem.
What do you guys have your brake pressures at?
You can't change your brake pressure.
Or the pedal force, I mean.
50%.
Yeah, it's probably the correct one. Otherwise, you will lock the rear brakes and start a spin.
I think you will lock both wheels at the same time.
are specific for feedback multiplicator, quite a lot. 70 probably, even lower.
Yeah, I would recommend to do it. It's a bit too hefty on the steering wheel.
Hmm.
Jesse,
Yep.
why is the car select button grayed out?
I think it's because we are in qualifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that means that I technically would need to leave the server, rejoin the server to change some parts of the car.
That's exactly what I've had to do.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what would be the result, to be honest. If you rejoin, I think your current lap, 1:14.706, would be deleted. Not
I
sure
think
if
it
will be
stays.
I think it stays.
I don't know. If you change the
depends.
upgrades, I would not bet on that.
Yeah, with the change of upgrades, probably. But usually
Well,
the time stay.
I'm just seeing Ben Borp at the. I'm pretty sure he had a lap. Now he has left and rejoined, and he has no lap.
Oh, right, maybe not then.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's still saved. You know, it's just not displayed but saved. I don't remember exactly.
So okay, the time is kind of already on the web page. No, it isn't. Sorry. Correction. My old time is there, which is a 1:14.79, and I've driven a 1:14.7. And for some reason, I'm the fastest for that. And I kill the engine.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a slip up where the foot had too high gear, decided to shift down. It was the wrong decision. And I overrevved the engine by downshifting.
Just giving me an idea. I'm just, I'm trying to see if it would be interesting to have achievements on the website. And why not bad achievements, like the number of cars you have wrecked, the number of repairs, how much money you would have to spend in order to keep your car running.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be interesting.
Ah, Sam, that time looks a bit better.
Yeah, got there in the end.
Yeah,
Still
just
more.
because
There's still
the-
more to come.
Yeah, for me there's still more to come, but
Go on, just see what you're saying.
just because you have changed the thing above the front wheels, now you're faster. Are you? No, you're not. You should. Especially with a British flag car.
What happens? The thing front wheels makes you go faster.
Maybe, I don't know.
I thought that was for twats only.
It says it weighs more, so I guess you have more weight on the front wheels.
Is that a good idea?
yeah, but it also says you reduce the unsprung mass of the car.
And that's a bad thing?
That depends.
I don't know. I don't know anything about physics, so... Don't cut.
Big me, you're looking at me.
Yeah.
Have you been cheating?
When did I cut? I just fell off the track.
Yeah.
That's where your new fast times come from.
Well, I was actually slower anyway. Just using all of the curb, which obviously is a cut, but ew, what sort of line was that? I'm not convinced this 5-speed gearbox is the best one.
Then try the other one.
These cars are so twitchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really small movements with the wheel, with the brakes, with the throttle. I
Right,
was
last
think-
lap. Go on.
I was thinking the next challenge would be with skip barber, then that would be even more like that, you know, even smaller movements.
I quite like the skip barbers though.
Yeah, I think it's a good car, so I would use it for the invitation system for the GP3 or another car series we would have at the end of the year. Either the GP3 updated or the USF 2K.
What has slow motion updated on a GP3?
Lot of things, but I believe mainly on the 2017 version.
So you want to move to the 2017 version now?
At least I will check it. I don't really like it because it's using the DRS. I like the DRS, but the problem is how the tracks handle it. You know, it can be very tricky.
Is there no way to disable it?
Not really. The best way is to, you know, repackage the track and everything, and I find it quite time consuming, you know, so I'd prefer to avoid that. And also, by then we will have the new RF2 user interface that maybe will bring better solutions for these functions.
Yeah, at that point it could be that we are forced to use the X11.
Yeah, true. So better use tracks TX11 ready, I guess.
Didn't they say in their roadmap update that they wanted to move over to DX11 by the end of September?
Yeah. But they still maintain the X9 until the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I still, if you have not yet tried DX11, I suggest you do try it. On a track like Silverstone, for example, you load a lot of cars, like 30 cars on the grid, and you check if your computer can handle that. Because I'm afraid some people might be surprised, you know, when it becomes mandatory, that maybe the computer power is not good enough.
I like using DX9 because all the plugins I use.
Yeah, of course, yes. But normally, it's really easy to go back to DX9, but yeah, maybe better wait until it's not a beta anymore.
I know I can beat Ben Brop, but I'm fuck up one part of the track always.
Still have a week.
Might just swap out my for a 6-speed gearbox, see how that works out. What's overdrive in 5th mean?
Okay, now he made some difference.
Who's that?
Ben Brop.
He was probably thinking the same. I can beat my time.
How long's the race again?
1 minute.
No, I mean the length of the race. 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
15.
So what's that going to be like? How many laps? 10 laps, maybe 9?
Yeah, go for 11.
Just put 19 liters into the tank.
Yeah.
Ah, that is too inefficient.
And 3 pit stops. Oh, I was on a fast lap.
Ah, that's frustrating, but yeah, no other choice. Or there is a possibility that the races would rely on the people voting for a race, so I'm not completely sure about that yet.
Someone else is in a British car.
It's me, the other Brit.
Ah, both at the back. Typical. I did get into the 114s though with my dodgy 5-speed gearbox.
That's a good time.
See, the real mission for me here is finishing the race so I can score the points.
Yeah. I mean, last race I scored 1 point because I spun too often.
So your goal is 0 spin this time.
Got to put it in gear, damn it. I think I just left you enough room there.
Yeah, that was good.
The track's quite big compared to these cars, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get off the grass, come on. That 6-speed gearbox is mental, Randy. It's much better.
That might be where I'm going wrong, 'cause I think I'm still on the 4-speed.
You're on the 5 speed, but it's the transmission is set up that you only use the 4 gears during race.
That one then.
Well, it's definitely faster. I just need to hook up my laps and I'll be up there.
Yeah, and I just did a mistake. It shifted down a gear in turn 1. And bye-bye gives any chance of winning. I don't know what Ben Bob did there. He just went straight.
He lagged out, has he?
Yeah, that could be the thing. For some reason, I sometimes shift down on turn 1.
Well, I'm going from 6th to 5th.
I've driven the 6 speed and it isn't getting to the 6th gear there. But the best solution with the 5 speed is stick with the 4th.
I find I always go down to 3rd for T1.
Yeah, right.
I'm not comfortable with this car yet.
Yeah, the thing is when you go down to 3rd, the 3rd gear is just a bit too short.
I'm catching Licton.
Yeah.
Put pressure, put pressure.
No, I'm trying. I'm trying. How many laps have I got to catch him?
3.
You have 3 minutes 40.
Well, that was a good corner. I got T1 nailed then.
Okay. You just did a 113.
Did I? Wow.
I see a Union check approaching.
You see my headlights?
So, we enter the final lap.
Another 113.
He didn't get the corner, he didn't get the corner good, even though I got it bad as well. No!
Oh, he's lost it on the last corner. That is a Rosberg move. Come on.
A Rosberg move, really?
Didn't he lose it on the last corner against Hamilton last season?
On which race?
Oh, I can't remember. I remember him bricking it on literally the last corner. Not last season, the season before.
Oh, maybe. Don't remember. Well done to you both anyway.
That was a good little race. And it's all streamed live for people to refer back to. Thank you. I like these cars, but yeah, you need to try six-speed box, Licton. You would have beaten me if you had that 6-speed box.
No, I wouldn't have beaten you because I would have still spun out in the last corner.
Well, I wouldn't have caught you so much, because it's definitely faster.
Just fuck it. Ah. I have the advantage in these cars and I just throw it away. Technically I don't have it because Bancroft is faster, but he just failed.
Yeah, for some reason I could keep pace with him. I don't know what happened to him.
He went straight into a wall, so maybe that was the
This is
reason.
a good donut car, isn't it? Let's Try then.
It's horrible at doing that.
I'm quite pleased the handbrake works.
Oh really? Can you go faster with that?
No, but when I cross the finish line, I can do handbrakes. Windscreen wipers still don't work.
Oh yeah, I can see the handbrake on the cockpit.
Wait, does it move?
No.
So what's the next track?
Croft again.
Yeah.
Haven't we just done that?
Yeah, but I was trying a new thing just to switch 2 tracks every week, you know. So we would come back to Silverstone and Croft, not next week, but the week after.
Oh, I thought we were doing like 4-track rotation. I didn't realise it was alternating weeks.
Yeah, I hesitated to display only 2 tracks. I don't really know. It's just a try, you know. I'm just trying to find.
Good balance. Yeah, that's all right.
I don't know Croft like I know Silverstone.
Well, you soon get to learn it. It's quite a short track, so it's easy enough to learn. And with my
I
6
mean,
gears,
it's longer than the national.
Yeah, I was surprised how long it is. I remember it from PlayStation 1, to be honest, and it was always raining on this track.
British weather right there.
Yeah.
see, I
Or German weather a few minutes ago.
reckon we should make a list. I don't know what tracks are available in R Factor, but I'll give you a list of about 8 or 10 tracks that this car would be great on, and most of them will be British tracks, like Brands Hatch, the ones you've picked. So I don't know if you're going to put it into a series or not, but it'd be brilliant if you did.
Yeah, Brands Hatch, we are waiting for an update for it. We know big overhaul and GX11 ready, everything. So I don't want to use it before that, just to not spoil the fun. Also, they need to
True.
completely rework the pit lane. The pit area is very bad in the current version.
So, the last horn is the Dixie horn. Description: be a twat with this Dixie horn sound.
It's very
Yeah.
British, is what I would say.
Yeah. So we'll try out this, give the 6-speed another try.
The acceleration is so much quicker. That's essentially what it boils down to.
I'm not sure on which universe you live because I think I pulled away on the straights against you.
No, well, I was pulling away from Jesse, whatever gearbox Jesse was using.
Yeah, I agree with that. I could see that my transition to second to third was faster than yours, but after that you were just faster than me.
I think it's probably my
And-
bad line that was making you look faster, Lipton.
Yeah, possible. I have a bad news. If you change the upgrades, come back, your time is deleted. So yeah.
Yeah, that's why I
really-
started at the back.
Yeah, that's why. So you really need to make your fastest lap with the latest upgrade you have. Otherwise, you
I mean, it isn't deleted from the website when I have it already set and come into another session with a
No,
different
I mean-
kit.
Yeah, it's deleted from the session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you'll soon
That-
work
that-
out. It'll only be for a couple of times, then you'll soon work out what you want to use.
And
Yeah.
when
So
you
that's what happened That's what happened to Simon. He has no lap recorded for Silverstone because he changed the upgrade just before the end of the qualification session. And had
But
no
I've got
time.
the points, though, haven't I?
Yeah, it's difficult to have points because we need to be 3.
No, but I've got the points for Silverstone we just did.
So we are now tied, you and me, 10 points, 2 races, average finish of 1.5, but I have a better start position. So you see, everything can have an influence. You change your upgrades, you don't have your lap in the hot laps, and also that change your average starting position.
Yeah, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
And I'm a bit annoyed that I'm third with 5 points.
Yeah,
It was
I need to rectify that.
it was team orders, Licton. You were let me take the win.
I guess that's it.
You just subconsciously did it. You didn't know you were doing it. You just subconsciously did it.
That's interesting because. Yeah, okay.
Just realised I do know this track. I know it from British Touring Cars. I just didn't know the name of it.
Yeah, and I think it's one of the most beautiful track in F2.
How come we've never used it before?
I have used it in a challenge, that's for sure, but in a series, I'm not sure.
I'm thinking I might use that handbrake at that hairpin because it's ridiculous trying to get around that.
I don't find so.
Okay, more than time for me to go, guys, so I see you next time.
Yeah, see you.
Yeah.
See ya. I'll save the handbrake for rally games, I think.
Hi, Burger.
Hey, Burger. We are-
Well, it isn't going good for me at least.
Oh, I'm loving these Caterhams.
Yeah, in the last race I was leading and I lost it.
On the last corner. Much to my delight. But
So you Vettel and Montreal'd it?
didn't Rosberg do something like that a couple of seasons ago?
Yeah, Vettel did that in Montreal. He spun on the last lap because it was wet and gave it to Jensen.
That's right.
But yeah, the 4-speed, the 6-speed is clearly faster.
Wait, why would you drive a 4-speed?
Okay, here's the confusing part of the car. The 5-speed gearbox is set up that you only use 4 gears.
Well, I think it's just because we've got short tracks. I'm sure if we went to a longer track it would be used.
Right, but why wouldn't you choose the car with as many gears as possible?
Exactly. Well, I think Litton was thinking that. Oh, I don't know what he was thinking, but
The thing was that I
We
was
tried it and it was
slow on craft, and I basically tried the 6-speed. First drove the 5-speed, then I drove the 6-speed. Then I saw some people being significantly faster than me with the 5-speed, so I tried again the 5-speed. Thought I was getting quicker through that. And then Simon convinced me to try out the 6-speed again, and I got considerably faster again.
this is after he made me race with a 5-speed.
Well, that only makes logical sense.
And also I'm using the open diff.
If we said this drives like a Porsche burger, you're going to give it a go.
I mean, you could probably give with the limited slip diff, it's some lift of oversteer.
I'm gonna come off now, but I'll see you a little later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go soon, I think. Who else is left?
I'm still here.
Yeah, I've got half an hour before we race. I think I might as well go. But loving that car.
Yeah, it's something different.
If I was to send you my setup, would it work even though you haven't got the controls? Like the options selected? Probably not, would it?